don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you.
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and we're going to do a relatively quick video today. But Tom, you've already reviewed all these. Yes, I know, but what I'm going to do right now, I've got some G2 Toyhax stickers. I'm going to put them on here, and I'm going to do this just like I did the Abominus sticker set. I'm just going to put them on. I'm going to show you before and afters. So, let's get into it. So we're going to start with old Slag here, and honestly, in this mode I think there's just one that we need to put, and I think we need to put one right there. So, let's see here real quick. What size do we want? I bet that'll be too big, that'll be too small, but that's the one we'll use. So, we're going to put us one right here, so that we all know he's a G2 Dinobot. Shoot. Sticker moved on me. I hate it when it does that. Right there. So now he's got a G2 symbol between his horns. So next we need to see him in robot mode. Here's G2 Slag before stickers, and I know it's supposed to go right in here, so why don't we see which one. I don't think we can get the full size one in there, and I don't think the second size will fit either. So I'm going to end up trying to get him to stand to start with. I guess we'll try this one and see what it does. When I'm done with these, I mean, y'all tell me what you think. If these are good, if I should have went with a larger size, you know, whatever. Does that work? I don't think I could put a larger one in there. I think that'll work. What do you say we move on to, I don't know, Snarl? Turning our attention to old Snarl here, he traditionally had his on the top of the head. So, I don't know, I think that one's going to be too big. I think we're going to have to go with this one again. I don't much care for that. I wish I had something slightly in between. Let me just check here. I can always use this one on Grimlock or something if I have to. But I just want to see what y'all think. Let's make it work. So I have to put this on here and get it on. Take my knife here and very carefully work it down so that it will split down the center. I think that'll work. Yep. It's a little big for my tastes, but it's really big for my tastes. I'm going to have to ponder on this one for a minute. Just so you know, I did end up taking off the larger one. I like the smaller one here, so that's why we went with it instead. As far as robot mode goes here for Slag, I'm going to end up putting one right here, and it's not large enough to put a big one, so we're going to end up putting a smaller one. That may just end up being the theme here. And if that ends up being the theme, then I guess it'll be alright. Good enough for me. Moving on to old Sludge here. He gets one at the very top of his head, if I remember correctly. I think this is another instance where, damn it, the big one's going to be too big. So we're going to end up going with the smaller one. That seems to be the theme of this. Right between the eyes. It's a little off. There we go. Yeah, I think that's going to be the one we use for him. Now, if you notice, I run into a bit of a problem. He's got this, Sludge has this big old hole in his chest, and I really want to fill that in. The problem is that the sticker that I'm going to use is going to be larger than the hole, or too small. I'm going to try one of these larger stickers, and it's not going to look right, but maybe I can fake it to where it will stay on there and be okay. I don't know. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So I guess if I'm gonna try and do that, I just have to leave it to where it won't touch up against anything and it won't bend the sticker. Now we're looking at G2 Swoop, and I am most definitely going to use one of the larger stickers on here. If it doesn't work, I could always take it off, but I fully expect it to, because I can curve this down around his beak. So the tricky part here is getting it lined up just right. You only get one chance at this one to do it right. I think that's correct. So then we cut it down like that, and now he has his G2 symbol right there on his nose. And actually, I'm pretty sure that'll show off on his robot mode. So why don't we take a look at that? I was correct. No reason whatsoever to put another sticker on him. That covers both robot and dino mode. So yay, Swoop. So the last one we have to put a symbol on is G2 Slash here. And I mean, where do you put a symbol on this thing? I could put one on the side here maybe, but I think this is another one of those where it's going to have to go on the head. I hate to tell you folks, that's going to be too large. That won't look right. So, where am I going to put a G2 symbol on this thing? That won't work either. I guess in this mode, the only place I could really put a G2 symbol would probably be right there. And if I'm going to do that, which way do I want to face it? This way or this way? Because people will see it this way. I'm going to put one of the larger ones on here. Well, hopefully. If it doesn't... That's twice it's bounced off on me. I don't know what in the world's going on here. I'm just not holding my jaw right, I guess. Alright. Why don't we put this right here? Oh gosh, the thing that just went through my mind. Slash has a tramp stamp. Let's see what it looks like in robot mode. Looking at the robot mode, there's a little bitty place right here that was supposed to go for a symbol, and there's just no way. There's just no way. So none of these are going to fit right here, right? I don't believe. I'm probably going to end up putting one on the shoulder. I know at the very intro I suggested that I was going to show before and afters, but I think this works better. I don't know. Can we do that? That's really where I want to put it. Think I can get away with that, folks? Or should I put it over here? Let me know in the comments. I think that'll work. I think that'll work just fine. And now we turn our attention to G2 Grimlock. And Grimlock always had one at the top of his head and one here on his chest. So why don't we take the top of the head first, and it's not going to take one of the big ones, it's going to have one of these smaller ones. So we'll go ahead and put this on here. Incidentally, aside from Beast Wars and, you know, the Wreckers, when they changed the faction symbols for G2, was that the only time? I mean, I know the Dinobots have their own thing, but honestly, I don't really know about that all that much. That's why I'm asking. I don't really know. So he gets one right here, and we can use, actually we can use the larger one that we've already put on here for that. The one that's already split. Just got to get it center it up. And press it into place, and now when we, yep, and that's what he looks like with a sticker right there. I don't think I asked my question correctly just a minute ago. I was actually asking if they had changed Autobot symbols other than, you know, just for G2, and I can't think of times they have, except, you know, like for the Wreckers and whatnot. So, or Decepticon symbols for that matter. So that's why I was asking. I can't remember. If you can think of something, let me know in the comments. I am always more than ready to learn new and exciting information. And that would be both, at least in my estimation. There we go. And there he has a G2 symbol now. I don't think he needs any on here. He might. I really wish Repro Labels had something for these, but you know, these are knockoffs and they're too big, so yeah. But it looked a lot better with a little bit more detail. Taking a look at the combined form, I'm not entirely sure there's anywhere really that I would, you know, necessarily change up the color scheme. And I think it works fairly well. I can't see, what I'm getting at is I can't really see any other place where I would put an Autobot sticker. Maybe on the toes, but even then I don't think I really would. What do you think? Is it worth buying this and putting the stickers on, or am I just wasting my time? Either way, this is Tom, and I thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next review.
And thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Another satisfied customer of Vitamin John. Operators are standing by. Call now.